हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हो आप लोग। आज हम लोग लेके आए हैं साइंस सेकंड का फर्स्ट टॉपिक हेरिडिटी एंड इवोल्यूशन का पॉइंट, जो कि सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है। आज हम लोग देखने वाले हैं हेरिडिटी के बारे में कि एग्जैक्टली हेरिडिटी होती क्या है। हेरिडिटी जो है इट्स अ वन टाइप ऑफ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स। हेरिडिटी इज़ नथिंग बट द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स विच इज़ ऑलवेज ट्रांसफर from one generation to another generation throughout the genes. There was a several materials are present in the human body, several kinds of RNA, DNA, mRNA, tRNA, lots of things are present in the human body. Human body is nothing but the miracle of the nature, we can say. Each and every part of the body performs a various function dependent on the characteristics. In that topic we have to see the several things regarding to human body, evolution and theory of evolution, all the things we have to study in this. But list is we have to must study about hereditary, because this is the characteristics which we have to see very much importantly, because it is carried out from generation to generation. It is not dependent for this generation only, it is carried out, means this vital things are carried out from one generation to another generation. Have you ever seen sometimes what happened, we exactly some persons came to our home, they directly said कि your face tone is look like your father, or your face tone is look like your grandfather, or your face tone is look like your mother, your face tone is look like your grandmother, or your face tone is just exactly look like your sister. Like that the word they have used. So look like, not exactly the photocopy of each other. I'm not saying ki we are the exactly photocopy of each other. In mine family, most of mine students says that mine face tone is exactly looking like someone comedian or YouTuber, which is Ashish Chanchalani was somewhat the name is like that, but it is not like that. Mine face tone is exactly look like my father, and my father, especially my grandfather, mine face tone is exactly like my father and grandfather. So some characteristics, some characteristics are carried out from one generation to another generation. So hereditary is nothing but the transfer of biological characters from one generation to another generation. In that biological characters, various biological characters are there. Several kinds of a person we have seen. Some person having a blue eyes, especially as like a me are using lens, that's what mine eyeballs are looking like a black, but they are exactly blue in color. So this characteristics I get in from my grandfather. My grandfather having a little bit blue tuning eyeballs and the irises, and my father having exactly black, which is exactly look like my grandmother's iris. So right now mine iris is exactly like my grandfather's iris, which is blue, but I use this lens, black color lens, that's what it look like, a blackish one. So this is the characteristics which I have gotten from my grandfather. This is the characteristics which I have gotten from my grandfather, that is eye color, the iris color is little bit bluish. So this is the characteristics, this is the biological characteristics. The way of talking, the way of walking, all the things, several things are in particularly family we are always seen together, that is the peoples are exactly behave like same each other. In the family, particularly I am talking about family only, in the family they were behaving like exactly with each other. So the thing they have behaving like each other because of characteristics, and these characteristics are considered as to be a biological characteristics. So heredity is nothing but the characteristics which is transfer, which is carried out from one generation to another generation. In that, Johann Mendel is the pioneer of modern genetics. Means he has started doing the several work. He has doing the several work. Who? John Mendel. John Mendel was the scientist or pioneer who has done a several work, regarding to modern genetics, and in 1886 he have started doing his experiment and its means work to regarding to genetic material in 1886. From there it require a huge time period, because in that time not that much of vast and developed technology is available. Nowadays whatever the doubt we are having, we just went on the Google, we just asked to the teacher, we just went for the Google, we just asked for the internet explorer, YouTube, several kind of a thing and several kind of material is available right now. But in that age, in that era, which era it is, in 1886, he don't have that much of sufficient and that much of developed technology. So that's what it require a huge long period. It about to huge long period to research, to started doing the several work regarding in it. But afterwards, means whenever the technology started doing vast, you know, when the technology started influence in our life, no, it started, means the way that always get increases, you know, the using of way is always get increases. 1886 में जॉन मेंडल नाम के साइंटिस्ट को, जिसने मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स को बनाया, जिसको मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स का पायोनियर कहा जाता है, विधाता कहा जाता है, इसने क्या किया था, इसको बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लग गया था मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स को बनाने के लिए। क्यों? क्योंकि अपने को मालूम है आजकल तो हम लोग यूट्यूब, गूगल, नेट, ट्विटर, ये वो, बाप रे, 100 ऐसे ऑप्शन ले लेते हैं जहाँ से अपने को सारे इंफॉर्मेशन डेलिकेटली अवेलेबल हो जाते हैं। बट ये हम लोग उस टाइम की बात करें, कब की बात? 1886 का बात। You know, in that time, even the computer also not use. In that sense, तो computer also not use. So in that sequence, in that computer नहीं है तो microscope नहीं है, तो under that compound microscope, उसके fine adjustment, उसके ऊपर उनको रिसर्च करना पड़ा। सोचिए उस टाइम पे कितना उनको सफर करना पड़ा होगा। तो उन्होंने क्या किया, फिर इसके रिगार्डिंग रिसर्च करना शुरू कर दिया। किसके रिगार्डिंग? मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स के रिगार्डिंग। उन्होंने यही बातें कही कि मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स जो है, जॉन मेंडल ने क्या कहा कि मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स जो है यही हेरिडिटरी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को ट्रांसफर करता है, ये जीन्स ही ट्रांसफर करते हैं। और जीन्स कहां पे होता है? डीएनए में और आरएनए में हम लोग जीन्स को लोकेट करते हैं, वो हम लोग नेक्स्ट देखेंगे। लेकिन क्या हुआ उसके बाद में? उसके बाद में 1901 में, 1901 में, 1901 ह्यूगो देविरिस नाम के एक साइंटिस्ट ने स्टडी किया और उसने अपनी स्टडी में यह कंक्लूड किया कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ वायरस, ओनली कौन? वायरस। किसने? ह्यूगो ने। ह्यूगो डे विरिस ने क्या किया कि उसने यही कहा कि ह्यूगो डे विरिस ने क्या कहा कि वायरस को छोड़ के, मींस एक्सपेक्ट ऑफ वायरस, ऑल द एनिमल्स एंड द लिविंग बीइंग्स कैरीज अ डीएनए। इन सब में क्या होता है? डीएनए होते हैं जो सडन चेंज लाते हैं। सडन चेंज मतलब म्यूटेशन। ये सडन चेंज किसकी वजह से? ह्यूगो ने क्या कहा कि ह्यूगो द विरिस ने ये स्टडी किया कि उसने ये कंक्लूड लगाया कि सारे जो भी चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, जितने भी इवोल्यूशन में चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, जितना भी इवोल्यूशन होते जा रहे हैं, ये सब कुछ किसकी वजह से हो रहा है? तो म्यूटेशन की वजह से हो रहा है। और ह्यूगो के बाद में इन नेक्स्ट ईयर, मींस 1901 ने ह्यूगो ने ये कहा कि ये सारे जो चेंजेस आ रहे हैं वो म्यूटेशन की वजह से आ रहे हैं। और 1902 में वॉल्टर एंड सुटन नाम के दो साइंटिस्ट ने, उन्होंने क्या किया कि जो ग्रास हॉपर होता है ना, जिसको हम लोग काकड़ा बोलते, देखो, या फिर उसको कुछ तो भी मराठी में हिंदी में उसको काकड़ा बोलते हैं। तो इन्होंने क्या किया, ये दो साइंटिस्ट ने, किन्ने? 1902 में वॉल्टर और सुटन ने क्या किया? पेयर लिए, क्रोमोसोम के पेयर लिए। कहां से लिए? ग्रास हॉपर से लिए। और ग्रास हॉपर के सेल में से उन्होंने ये दो पेयर लिए। स्पेशली उन्होंने क्या किया? ग्रास हॉपर लिया, ग्रास हॉपर की सेल ली और सेल में से उन्होंने दो पेयर निकाले और उन दो पेयर के ऊपर उन्होंने बहुत ज्यादा स्टडी किया, बहुत ज्यादा रिसर्च किया। और उसके रिगार्डिंग उन्होंने जब रिसर्च स्टार्ट किया, इन दैट डायरेक्शन दे हैव स्टार्टेड डूइंग द रिसर्चेस। सो दे स्टार्टेड फाइंडिंग आउट द नेचर ऑफ द जेनेटिक मटेरियल व्हेन इट वाज प्रूव्ड दैट द जीन्स आर कैरिड आउट वाया chromosomes. From that study they have carried out, from that study they have mentioned कि genes are carried out from the material or that chromosomes. Genes are carried out throughout the chromosome. Afterwards, after a huge time period went, means near about 40 years, after 40 years means near about 40 years or 42 years, which exactly 42 years, in 1944. In 1944, the three scientists, I'm talking about three scientists, Ostwald Avery, second scientist is Macklin McCurry, and the third scientist is Colin McLeod. They proved that, these three scientists has proved that expecting virus, all the living organism carries a DNA. तीन साइंटिस्ट आए, मतलब जब कभी 1902 के बाद में तीन साइंटिस्ट आए, तीनों साइंटिस्ट ने एक रिसर्च करी, एक अनुसंधान किया। और उस रिसर्च में उन तीनों साइंटिस्ट का नाम कुछ ऐसा था, ओस्टवाल एवरी, मैकलिन मैककार्थी एंड कॉलिन मैकलॉड। कॉलिन मैकलॉड नाम के तीन साइंटिस्ट थे जिन्होंने 1944 में ये रिसर्च किया, ये अनुसंधान किया और ये प्रूव किया कि जो वायरसेस है, जैसे कि कोविड-19, ये क्या है? एक प्रकार का वायरस है। आपको ये जान के हैरानी होगी, मींस यू आर माइट बीन स्टक कि कोविड-19 इज अ वायरस ड्यू टू इट ऑलवेज चेंजेस इट्स फॉर्म। इट्स अ वायरस, ये वायरस है, उसका वैक्सीनेशन क्यों जल्दी नहीं बन रहा है? आपको तो लगता है कि बाकी सारे वायरसेस का वैक्सीनेशन बन गया, लेकिन कोविड-19 का वैक्सीनेशन क्यों जल्दी नहीं बन रहा है? ये वायरस ऐसा वायरस है कि ये फॉर्म चेंज कर रहा है, हर पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड के बाद में इसका फॉर्म चेंज हो रहा है, हर पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड के बाद में, हर फेज के बाद में इसका फॉर्म चेंज हो रहा है, और फॉर्म चेंज होने की वजह से इसका वैक्सीनेशन खोजने में बहुत ज्यादा तकलीफ जा रही है। तो यही अगर इसमें डीएनए होता तो हम लोग क्या करते थे, इसकी जेनेटिक मटेरियल को लेते थे और उसकी जेनेटिक मटेरियल को ही डिस्ट्रॉय कर देते थे, जिस वजह से क्या होता था, हम लोगों को इसका वैक्सीनेशन निकालने में बहुत ज्यादा आसानी होती थी। लेकिन वायरसेस में डीएनए होता ही नहीं है। ये 1944 में इन तीनों साइंटिस्ट ने ऐसे कहा, इन तीनों साइंटिस्ट ने क्या कहा कि जो डीएनए होता है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में होता है, वायरसेस में नहीं होता है। उसके बाद में क्या हुआ, 1961 में फ्रेंच साइंटिस्ट थे, फ्रेंच जेनेटिक्स जिनको कहा जाता है, फ्रेंच जेनेटिक इंजीनियर जो थे, उनका नाम था फ्रांसिस्को जोकेप एंड जैक मोनार्ड। उन्होंने एक मॉडल प्रपोज किया, उन्होंने प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस का एक मॉडल प्रपोज किया। अब प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस एग्जैक्टली क्या होती है, उन्होंने क्या किया कि जो कुछ भी डीएनए के डायप्लॉट है या फिर डीएनए के स्ट्रैंड्स है, उन स्ट्रैंड्स को पकड़ के उन्होंने क्या किया, रिगार्डिंग टू दिस टेक्नोलॉजी दे स्टार्टेड स्टडी, रिगार्डिंग टू दिस दे हैव स्टार्टेड डूइंग द सेवरल थिंग। और इन्हीं की वजह से डीएनए में और जेनेटिक्स, मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स इंजीनियरिंग में बहुत ज्यादा वास्ट आ गया, बहुत ज्यादा स्कोप आने लग गया, और इसी वजह से जेनेटिक्स थेरेपी जो है आजकल सबसे ज्यादा स्कोप पे चल रही है। नो, जेनेटिक्स का यूज कहां पे होता है? देखो, जेनेटिक मटेरियल या फिर हेरिडिटरी जो है हम लोगों को बहुत ज्यादा यूजफुल एंड हेल्पफुल है। रिगार्डिंग किसके हैं, मतलब हेल्पफुल है, ओके, किसके हेल्पफुल है? जेनेटिक्स एंड मॉडर्न जेनेटिक्स जो है, हेरिडिटरी जो है, ये हम लोगों को डायग्नोसिस में हेल्प करता है। नाउ डायग्नोसिस कैसा? आपको मालूम है सिकल सेल एनीमिया कैरिड आउट बिकॉज ऑफ पेरेंट्स, फ्रॉम जनरेशन टू अनदर जनरेशन इट इज कैरिड आउट थ्रू आउट द मीन्स थ्रू ओनली द parents to offspring. So hereditary help us to protect, to prevent from such a disorders, prevent from such a diseases. It is useful for the treatment of prevention of hereditary disorder like sickle cell anemia. It always helpful in the process of production of hybrid varieties, like hybrid varieties, which means the crossbreed of horse and donkey, the crossbreed of cat and big fin cat. So these are the crossbreed products. In the fruits also, BT means what? Bacillus thuringiensis. BT brinjal is nothing but the crossbreed. It's a hybrid. Crossbreed means what? Hybrid, having two different genes combine with each other, and throughout which they have transmitted into the plant, and the plant started growing themselves on the basis of that gene. So here they have taken two proper gene, means not a defected, means not those genes which are carried out in the plant as a defect. They have taken as a prominent genes which will be helpful for that material or that plant or that animal to grow itself for their positive thinking. So it is helpful in the animal, plant, various thing. Hereditary is not only the stream of biology which is helpful for only a particular segment. It is helpful and it provides a various wide role in the biological classification. On the basis of hereditary, we have seen the various things about the various characteristics which we have seen. With the help of hereditary characteristics, we can prevent them as well, protect them as well. Okay, so these are the, and one more thing, these are the hereditary characteristics are also used in industrial also, and industry process which is microbes are used. Those industry in which microbes are used, in that industry the hereditary or genetic engineering will be hired, or it will be preferred to do it. Our next point is transcription, translation and translocation. In the transcription, translocation and translation, these are the process which we have seen in the DNA and RNA. We know very well the RNA present in the DNA participates in the function of the cell and control the function of the body. Whatever the body function is there now, they are always controlled by the DNA and RNA which is present in the cell. Cell started doing the several things. Because of cell only we are doing the several things. Transcription, translocation, translation. So these are the process in which we are doing, starting ourselves to body has to move in the various parts. Now in this process, what exactly do? Information of protein synthesis is stored in the DNA, that we know very well. That is information regarding to protein synthesis, because protein synthesis is one of the most important concept and one of the most important thing which is present in the human body. Because of protein synthesis, always we are doctor, when we went for the doctor, when we are sick, at that time we went to the doctor and doctor said ki in your daily diet use proteins. While you eating, while doing several things, proteins are so important for our body. We are taking those food, we are taking those only those things which will be gives us a more protein. I am talking about protein because protein is important element which is included for our life. Next, so the protein synthesis is also important. In the human body is, as I previously told you, it's a miracle. Protein synthesis, if it is vast, protein synthesis also increases, it is also harmful for our body. If protein synthesis is decreasing in the human body, it is also harmful for the body, which means they are always in the proper content. Protein synthesis is also in the proper content. At that time only we can say, at that only and only at that time we can say that the protein synthesis is important, and that's why protein synthesis is stored in the DNA, which is appropriate participants are required for the body, which is provides the protein which are necessary for the body, and that proportion only it started providing themselves. The protein are the synthesis by DNA through RNA. This is called as central dogma. In the process in which the synthesis of DNA through RNA take place, this process is called as central dogma. Write down the definition. The proteins are synthesis. The proteins are synthesis by DNA through RNA. This is called central dogma. Central dogma. You know very well that is mRNA. mRNA also produce a sequence of mRNA. mRNA is nothing but the process in which they have a proper sequence. They have a proper sequence which will be provided in the nucleotide or nucleus in the DNA. mRNA produce as per the sequence of nucleotides on the DNA, one or two or more than that of strands of DNA is used in this process to produce a mRNA. To produce mRNA, one or two means dependent on the condition, one or two strands are used to produce mRNA from the DNA. Beside there, uracil in the RNA instead of thymine of DNA also. This process of RNA synthesis is called as transcription. So first point is clear. First point is transcription. What is meant by transcription? The process of RNA synthesis is called as transcription. And the mRNA forms in the nucleus, comes in the cytoplasm. It brings the coded message from the DNA to the message to the content of the code of the amino acid, throughout which whole the body function occurs. Brain send a message my hand to lift it up, to make it down. So all the messages carried out throughout the blood, throughout the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm brings the coded message from the DNA to the message to the content to a code of amino acid. Consists of 3 nucleotides called triplet codon. 3, because of that triplet, 3 codon, triplet codon. So this technique means triplet codon. On that Dr. Hargovind Khurana, a great Indian scientist, ये इंडियन साइंटिस्ट है, इट्स अ बिग थिंग फॉर अस. डॉक्टर हरगोविंद खुराना ने डिस्कवर किया था ट्रिपलेट कोडान को. उन्होंने 20 अमाइनो एसिड में ट्रिपलेट कोडान को डिस्कवर किया था एंड उनके इसी वर्क के लिए उनको नोबेल प्राइज़ भी दिया गया था. इनको नोबेल प्राइज़ मिला था बच्चों 1968 में. डॉक्टर हरगोविंद खुराना को नोबेल प्राइज़ मिला था 1968 में. Dr. Hargovind Khurana. Now after this theory we have concluded that each mRNA is made up of 1,000 number of triplets codons. You know, in each mRNA there was 1,000 number of triplets codons are there. Triplets, 3 codons are there. As per the message on mRNA, amino acid are supplied by the tRNA for this purpose, and the tRNA codon act like a anticodon which receive the signals which is came from the mRNA or the strands of anywhere from the body. Now for this purpose, anticodon act means tRNA act like a anticodon having a proper sequence to the codon on mRNA. This is called, this overall process is called as translation, because in that message will be transferred. So that's the reason this process is known as translation. The amino acid brought in the tRNA are bounded together by the peptides bond with the help of RNA. Number of peptides bonds are there. In between each strands of mRNA, there was a number of bondings are there, several kind of bonding are there. So in that, amino acid brought in by the tRNA by the bonded together towards the peptide bond. In this process, ribosomes keeps on moving from one end of mRNA to other end of the distance of the triplet codon. This process is called as translocation because because in this process ribosomes are continuously moving. Ribosomes, you know, from my brain to my hand the message will be transferred. So in that also translocation is there, transcription is there, all the several kind of performance will be there. But in that, this process ribosomes in always kept moving from one end of mRNA to other end of the distance of one triplet codon. This is called as translocation. Such many chain come together to form a complex protein. This is complex protein which helps, means there was several protein synthesis are there which is take place in the body. Several times the protein synthesis take place in the body, sorry. So in this process what we are seeing here, that is distance triplet codon which are come together as form many chains. They are form a various chain of the protein having a complex protein. These proteins control various functions in the human body of living organism and their appearance too. Living organism can produce their new individuals, which means from parents to offspring with the help of sexual transmission, sexual reproduction. They can reproduce their own offspring too. So living organism can produce by sexual means or asexual means, doesn't matter, but living organism can produce this new individual like themselves due to genes. Only and only some of those genes are transmitted to next generation without any changes, and that's why some of the offspring are exactly look like their father or their parents, which means that's the reason in the starting of video I have said now, that is somewhat somebody people came and just saying you look like your father or you look like your mother. That is why, because some of the characteristics are transmitted with the help of genes which never get changes. They just transmit it from one generation to another generation. But you know, in this transmission some changes occurs. Any nucleotide of genes, any nucleotide or genes or something, any changes in its position, they causes a minor changes. Sometimes these changes are minor, sometimes these changes are major. Such a type of a changes are called as mutation. So number of changes are occur. You know, we are not exactly the photocopy of our parents. We are having a several changes, but some of the characteristics which are look like our parents, that is why it is called as, means that the genes is taken place as a part. But sometimes it means, you know, sometimes genes cannot be transferred as original what they are not transferred as what means exactly for the new generation sometimes. So at that time some disorder carried out. The genetic disorder, a main genetic disorder that we have earlier seen is sickle cell anemia. Okay, so this is also a causes, that is sickle cell anemia causes due to the mutation which is carried out from one generation to another generation, having a major changes, because it is a major diseases which we have fighting out right now. I hope you enjoy this video. If you like this, like, share and comment and subscribe the button. If you have any doubt, so ask me in the comment box which is given below. Thank you.